I mean, I feel like it's such a common experience to have for students. You're in a class and everything is just like way over your head because it's like you haven't done the fundamental courses. And then you're like, why am I not understanding all of this content? Like, turns out you were meant to, take a foundational course like last semester or the semester before, but you didn't even know because no one told you, or there was just a lot of confusion, like no clarity when it comes to structuring your course, and then like, you have all of all of your peers that are stressing out about like, are you taking the right courses? Are you going to graduate in time? Are you, like all of these things, and then it's just like added stress onto the whole experience of uni because no one really is clear. Even some lecturers, when you ask them about degrees, like they don't even know the structure of that, like the courses or which ones to take. Like it's just an area of like university life that is just unnecessarily confusing for a lot of people. It's like students can spend hours just like looking into the course and trying to figure out like what is the structure meant to look like, and then having to spend even more time like trying to organize, okay, if I have to work to be able to like provide this much amount for my family life or for like another, even to survive as a university student, like you already have enough stresses in life. So then if you have to figure out like on top of that, can I take 2 subjects this semester? How is it going to affect my degree without spending like another 2 hours just like trying to figure out that whole timeline and impact? I feel like that would alleviate so many more barriers for students to even be able to study in the first place. So this is my first time using StudyPlanner. I'm going to create a study plan and look for the Bachelor's of Science, which I just found. And commencing year, I'm going to commence next year. And the location in South Bank. Okay, so then I have the name of the degree and the year, and So I'm going to create study plan. So now I have these required subjects. So because they're required, they're already selected, which is really helpful. So, and then required, but selecting one from this list. So that's really helpful that it's actually done it for you. So now I just need to select one from here. Next, so that's done. And then it's all laid out. So you have all the cores and electives here, all the units. Yeah, so it's all structured now. Wow. There's no duplicate courses, that's great. Yeah, I like how it actually says that as well. That's helpful. You have the core, the double major, laid out all of there. And then the electives, all done. So now I go next. And this is my study plan. It's laid out semester by semester. That was great. I think it was a lot more clear. Like you weren't just given a list and then you just have to figure it all out by yourself, but it actually pre-ticked all of the things that were required and for which semester that they were required for. And then was very clear in terms of like, these are the different subjects that you can select from. You have to select this amount of subjects. So then you put those in. And then it lays it out like very clearly for you. Like this year is going to look like this with all of these subjects and all of these subjects. The next year is going to look like this with all of these subjects and that subject. Yeah, it's just, and then which subjects are the core subjects, which ones are the electives, which ones are part of the majors. Everything is just really clear. So just seeing it visualized the way that the program has put it makes it so much less overwhelming, and like it's just easy to use, I feel like it would actually be quite difficult to get confused through this program. So yeah, I feel like that would be a game changer for a lot of people's experiences, especially after high school going into university. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that universities are still like demanding that people just plan their whole degree the way that they're doing it now. Like with the amount of students that have complained to university lecturers, complained to course conveners, all of the support networks, everything, like about trying to figure out how to structure their subjects. I'm just surprised that they haven't implemented something like this. And it's like, I remember when I was in my undergraduate degree, the first week of uni, there would be like a massive line at the student center because of how complicated this was. Like, all of these students would be lining up day after day, just trying to go and talk to someone so that they could lay out all of these things, when in reality it could be automated like this, like so simple, and it would take a lot of workload off of the student center as well, or whatever arrangement that the university has in place. So it's like, it's a no-brainer, for the university's sake, for their own profit, for own benefit, as well as for students' sake, for their own clarity. Yeah.